Let's turn this giant yoga ball into a giant Christmas ornament. Y'all didn't think I was going to be doing yoga, did you? So materials that we're going to need, just a little dish. You can use like a deli container or anything like that. That we're going to spray paint to use for like the hook part of the ornament. And then I just got like a cheap headband to make the actual hook part that we're going to paint. But I'm doing silver spray paint, so which you can use any color, gold, whatever. And then I'm just going to do the snowflakes in paint. But so just some white paint, and then I got these little daubers and some sponge brushes, and then just some ribbon and wire and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we get the snowflake on here. So what's really helpful is like this yoga ball, for instance, has these horizontal lines. So I'm kind of using those to map everything out. And then I've got the little dabber brushes that I'm using. So you can kind of use these lines as a guide. And then I also took just a piece of wire. So that way, like for this one, I just counted down the line and I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this line as my top of the snowflake. And then I just kind of eyeballed it, but ended up going 12 inches and then using like this line as the bottom of the snowflake. So you can kind of eyeball it and then just do like a Sharpie and make a little dot on the lines. And then you can use these horizontal lines to kind of map out where you want the snowflake to line up. So this, if we do one over here, which I don't know if I want to do a bigger one or smaller ones, I'll probably do smaller ones. So let's see. So like the middle of the snowflake is in this line, and I have my yoga ball kind of sitting on a lazy Susan so I can spin it. Let's see, so I'm gonna do, let's just say that's the middle. So I've got just a little cup, and I'm using these stencil dabbing brushes just to make it easier. So if you're not a painter, like freehanding it and all that, I figured this would be the easiest way to do it. That way you don't have to like worry about making lines and all that. Plus we're covering it up with the glitter and stuff anyway. So just follow this line over and then like, let's do a snowflake here. And it doesn't have to be perfect because again, we're putting the glitter all over it. So we got the center, and then I'm going to go up like 1, 2, let's go up to the 3. So I'll put 1 there, and then 1, 2, 3. So you're just using the lines as a guide, and then I'll tip this up and just take your glitter. And because of what these are made out of, these yoga balls, the glitter kind of sticks around it so it's not sliding off all over the place, but it's still a mess. And then I'm just going to bounce that off onto a tray. And then let's keep going. So I've got this one. So we'll put 1 here, 1 here. So then we need ones in the middle. So don't be intimidated with the snowflakes because obviously, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to get covered up. And okay, so we've got the start of our second snowflake. Get those out of the way. And then we just do the little dabber. And once you get it down, if you want to, I'm pretty sure you could probably, like, if you're fast enough with it, do the entire snowflake and then just cover the whole thing in glitter. But since I'm doing little dots, I just want to make sure it sticks. So I'm just kind of going through and doing it as I put dots on here. Okay, so let's talk about, I brought this planter from outside. I have two of those, but the ones that I'm going to use, they're like big square ones and they're already full of soil and stuff. So I didn't want to be lugging those around. But the way that I'm going to attach is just drill 2 holes through the top of this plastic one. If it's going to be like a stone, like concrete planter or something like that, you could also just use the like heavy duty command hooks and just put 2 of those on the side, because we're going to run the wire through those holes that we drilled on the top. So it's going to go through the hook and go down the side and into the holes. Got that situated where I want it and feed the wire through, and I've got this hole down here, so we're just going to make sure this is lined up, and we'll just make sure it's snug so it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so we've got it attached to our planter, and just wanted to show you all how the wire goes on the side. And I use a pretty thin wire, so you're not going to really be able to see it, but what I'm probably going to do is end up adding like a bow or some garland, and then going around the actual planter as well, so just to add more to it.